So today we're going to talk about tornadoes. Remember when we talked about thunderstorms and we talked about a watch or a warning? It's the same way for a tornado. You might be watching your favorite show and on the TV it goes beep, 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 and then a bunch of words come. Or maybe on the radio, they makes that same sound or sometimes a really annoying sound that makes you want to cover your ears and it tells you some information. It's going to tell you if it's a if it's a tornado watch or if it's a tornado warning. Do you remember what a watch means? A watch means it's going to happen maybe. The weather looks right, the sky looks right, it's a good possibility it's going to happen, so you need to get ready. Do you remember what a warning is? A warning means, it's happening, get in your safe space right now. It's the same thing with a tornado as it is with a thunderstorm. So the only difference is on your TV screen up in the corner will be a little picture of a tornado with the words watch or warning. So you need to know what to do. Just like when you're at school. At school, you have a drill and you practice and you go out in the hallway, or maybe you go in the basement of the school and you get down on the floor and you duck and cover. You know what that looks like. When you bend down on the floor and you cover your neck like this, make sure you're covering your neck, not your head. Your neck, because your neck is a lot less strong than your head. And your neck has your spine in it. Do you know what your spine does? Your spine is like a road. It takes the messages from your brain to all the rest of your body. So it's pretty important. So if it's a tornado, we want to cover up our neck so that we can keep it safe if anything's flying in the air that might land on us. If your hands get tired and your arms get tired, at home, you got way more things that you can use to duck and cover with. You could take a book and you could cover up with a book. See my pictures here that I have? Will look like that. Or maybe you're going to take a pillow or blanket and put over there. But even at home, just like at school, you want to duck and cover if there's a tornado warning. And a lot of people want to know, where can I go to be safe during a tornado? The safest place is going to be at home. And you're going to want to go in a basement if you have one. But my house, it doesn't have a basement. So we have to go someplace different. If you don't have a basement at your house, or if you live in an apartment on the second or third floor, you need to figure out where's your safe space for your tornado. Talk to your mom and dad about where you would go. The best place is on the lowest level of your building. So my house, it doesn't have a basement. The ground floor is the best, lowest level of our home, and that's where we would go. You want to go in a room that doesn't have any windows. So if you have lots of windows in your bedrooms and your living room and your dining room, that's not a great place for you to go. My house, all of our rooms have windows except for the hallway. So you know what we do? We do just like at school. We go in the hallway, we close all the doors to all the bedrooms, and we duck and cover in the hallway. You can go in a bathroom if your bathroom doesn't have windows, but one place I don't want you to go in the laundry room. The laundry room has some dangerous things in it, like the hot water heater or the washing machine or the furnace, and if the tornado were to come and damage those things, it could hurt your body. So stay out of the laundry room during a tornado. A closet is good, or maybe under the stairs, someplace in the middle of your house, in the inside in the middle of your house, away from the windows, okay? If you're driving during a tornado or tornado warning, the safest place for you to go is in a nearby building. Have your driver go to the nearest store or gas station and go inside the building. They'll have a safe space inside that building where you can shelter. If you can't get to a building because maybe you're driving on the interstate on vacation or going to grandma's house, then the safest thing to do is to have your driver pull over to the side of the road. Leave the car running, put the car in park, and you're going to keep your seatbelts buckled and duck and cover. Get below the windows and as close to the floor as possible. Because the car is running, your airbags and other safety features in your car will work to keep you safe. If you have any car junk in your car, like a blanket or pillow, or maybe your backpack, or maybe the homework that you left laying in the car last week that your mom asked you to take inside, you can cover your head and neck with that. What I don't want you to do is get out of the car and get underneath the car. That is not a safe place to take shelter during a tornado. If for some reason you can't stay in your car, another option for you would be to lay down in a ditch. A ditch is a little area next to the road that kind of looks like a river with no water in it. A ditch is a low spot in the ground, so you're going to be lower than the road and the ground around you. just kind of like being in a basement. Once you're in the ditch, you're going to duck and cover, and you can cover your body with a blanket or the floor mat from your car or any of the other car junk that you might have with you. If you're outside and you're at the park playing, or you're at horse riding lessons, or somewhere where there's not a building around, do you think you want to go under the tree? No, you don't. It's just like lightning. Lightning likes tall things. Tornadoes like tall things. You don't want to go under a tree to take cover. What about a building like this one? We talked about a thunderstorm, that this is a safe building to go to. During a tornado, it's also a safe building. I know it's got this tiny window up here, but this is probably a safety window, and it's probably not going to break or do much damage if you're having a tornado. This building is covered around all four sides, and it's got doors that can close. That's a good safe space to go during a tornado. In fact, sometimes when you go to the park, you might want to look at the bathroom building. It might have a little picture of a tornado or a thunderstorm on it, and it might say the words shelter next to the bathroom sign, because that's where they want you to go if there's a storm. I went to Holiday World last summer, and we had a terrible storm while we were there. And we had to go in the picnic building, in the family bathroom building, and we had to wait there until the storm passed. So everybody needs to know, when you go to places like that are outside, where's the best place in case if you need to shelter for a tornado. If you're at the baseball park or a baseball game, you don't want to go in the dugout, just like the tornado, because look, it only has 3 walls. There's not a 4th wall there, and all the stuff blown around from the tornado, that could blow right in there and it could hurt you. What do you think about this building, the picnic shelter building? Just like in a thunderstorm, it's not a safe place for a tornado because it doesn't have any walls. What about ducking and covering under the bleachers? Do you think that's a good idea? You're right, it's not a good idea. If we go under the bleachers during a tornado, the tornado can pick up the whole set of bleachers and take you right with it. And it doesn't have any walls, so it doesn't have anything to protect you and keep you safe. So remember, if you hear that noise on the TV or you hear the tornado sirens outside, that's telling you that there's some severe weather. If it's a thunderstorm or a tornado, the best place for you to go is inside. Check your TV, check your mom or dad's phone or your iPad, and the weather app on there will tell you, is it a watch or is it a warning? And the really cool thing is, every Friday at 11 o'clock, they test the tornado sirens, so you already know what they sound like. When you hear those sirens, you know, I need to get into a safe space. If you have questions, talk to your parents. They can help you. And if they have questions that they can't help you with, have them talk to me.